Hey guys, my name is Carly. I am the CEO and founder of Team Root to Rise. I have been a virtual fitness coach for just over 2 years now, which is crazy. Time flies when you're having fun and helping people. But I want to pop in tonight to talk about something that might lift some weight off of your guys' shoulders. Whether you're a new coach or you randomly found my page, or maybe you feel like you're just sinking instead of swimming. But I want to tell you guys just a little bit about my story and about, I think the one thing that sets successful people apart from people who are unsuccessful. So, hi Jack, how's it going? Here's my little dog. Come here. He gets really jealous about FaceTime, so if he doesn't get a little bit of attention while we're on here, usually he'll start barking or he'll start chewing on things or just a menace, yeah. But I want to talk about this one word. And this one word is called consistency. If you can choose to pair consistency with a strongly rooted why, and you can go and watch my YouTube video about my why for being a coach and starting my own business. But if you can decide that you are going to show up and consistently do the things that are necessary to build your business, you will find success. Success is a very, very simple equation. It's A plus B equals C. And one of those ingredients, whatever type of business you're doing, you have to pair it with consistency. You have to pair it with consistently showing up every single day. Not showing up and being a perfect person, not showing up and knowing all the answers, but deciding deep down that no matter what happens, you're going to show up. And I can guarantee you guys that I am no more special than any other coach out there in the world. The only decision that sets me apart from people who have found success and people who haven't found success is I've decided to stay consistent and show up no matter what. I've shown up in my social media. I've never missed a day of posting. I show up in my fitness journey. I am always working through a program and getting results and putting myself first and getting amazing transformations. Yes, I have days where I'm sick and I don't show up to my fitness because I literally can't, but I'm always working through a program. I'm always doing the business building activities, and those are the only things that set me apart from somebody who is struggling to find success. And guys, that should be a really, really big weight off of your shoulders, because everybody can do those things. Everybody can show up on social media. Everybody can commit to a fitness program. Everybody can commit to consistently doing the things that are really easy actually to do. It's easy to press play on a program. It's easy to share our story on social media. But guess what? Those things are really, really easy not to do as well. It's really, really easy not to do those things because they are so simple. And when you're in the nitty gritty of it, when you're in the day and you're focusing on the second and the minute and the hour, it's really hard to see that big picture of what these consistent actions daily, weekly, monthly are going to get you. But you have to have the vision of these consistent things on a daily basis, no matter how they go. If I show up on a training and no one else shows up with me, I'm still gonna show up the next day and be a freaking amazing coach and be excited about the job that I do. Anybody else's opinion of me is not something that I have to worry about and reflects completely on them and not on me whatsoever. So, taking your life and your ownership into your own hands and understanding the fact that you're going to show up no matter what, and deciding that for yourself, and then letting everything else unfold beside it. If you start today and continue to show up, you're gonna have the upper hand on every single other person that starts tomorrow, as long as you decide to stay consistent starting today. And again, these are consistent things that are super, super simple. What do we preach? We preach showing up on social media and sharing our story. We preach being a product of the product and committing to a fitness journey and getting results and being a product of the product, showing people that we can do this, and because we can do this, they can do it too. No eating my pen. So consistency, guys. There's no secret sauce. There's no magical book that you can read. There's no, invite that is so amazing that no one else is going to get as many clients as you're going to get. It's the ability to do the really small things and understand what that equation looks like. And then for you and your goals, not figuring out how to do that conversation or how to do that equation and find out the perfect way to do it, but understanding that those are the things, the business building activities that you need to do. And as a coach, hello, it's your decision to figure out how. We give you guys the equation, we tell you what works and what will grow your business, but it's up to you to figure out how you're going to get that solution, how you're going to get there, and then by what exponential factor you want to do those business building activities, and guess what? Your business will reflect it. If you're doing the bare minimum, you're gonna get the bare minimum results. If you're 10xing everything, your results are going to be 10x. And that's why, like, when I started as a coach just over 2 years ago, like, I'm in a spot where a lot of 4 and 5 year coaches are. But that's because I 10x'd my efforts in a 2-year amount of time instead of spanning that out over a 5 or 6 year period and then grinding for that much longer. So I just packed in that work a lot smaller. They say, I was reading this PD book the other day and they were talking about, the fact how there's like this 10,000 hour mark of being like a professional at something. So let's say you sign up as a coach. Let's say you have to put in 10,000 hours. It's a lot better than working at a shitty job for 20 years that you don't like. Just a side note. But let's say there's 10,000 hours that you need to put in before you can really feel confident about, building a business, setting yourself up for success, making yourself, a good sizable income where you can feel like you can quit your job or whatever you want to do. You could expand or you could extend that 10,000 hours over a 10-year period, right? You could extend that 10,000 hours over a 5-year period. You could extend that 10,000 hours however long that you would want, because you need that amount of experience to get to that expert level, to get to that place where you really feel like you are, a leader leading a team, whatever. Now, I'm not saying it's actually 10,000 hours. I'm just saying like that could be like, your equation. Or this is what I did. I was like, okay, so it's going to take that. I'm going to freaking get that done in 2 years so I can start, doing the things that I want to do 2 years in instead of 5 years in. That was my choice. I decided to put those 10,000 hours or whatever it is up front, and I worked really, really hard at the beginning so that I could see the results a lot sooner than maybe other coaches. Now, I'm not saying that this is what you have to do, but this was kind of my my view on it. And I think that that's really cool, and I think that's why I love coaching so much, is we are paid based on our own efforts, and we are paid on our own work ethic and what kind of success we want to see, and your paycheck will reflect that. Your paycheck will reflect how hard you are willing to work and the results and the amount of people and the amount of lives you want to impact. You can up your numbers, you can lower your numbers. Again, we're giving you A plus B equals C. You have to figure out how to get to C, right? You have to figure out how to get there. It's your job as a coach to do that. But everything else is out there for you. And consistency, which is why this whole video was even filmed, is really the reason why. Now, are you going to be consistent on, a basic minimal level? That's great if that's what you want to do. Or are you going to be consistent on a really, really freaking high level so you can max out and level up your efforts so you can max out and level up your success rate, right? So for me, I was like, I want to work from up here so that, short term, I can see the investment in my business compounding sooner rather than later. Again, that's totally your guys' choice. No chewing on my straw. So consistency and pairing it with the numbers that you want to see in your business is 100% dependent on you. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of relief and you guys getting to choose, kind of what consistency you want to see in your business. But again, it always comes back to that consistency. If you're inconsistent for a month, I always say, you're starting over. The next month, you start over. You don't put those 4,000 hours that you put in on hold and then restart, the month where you feel like working again. And that's another thing that I preach all the time. Same with social media, It's 10,000 hours of consistent work, deciding today that I am going to show up and I am not going to stop until I see the results, right? It's not, okay, 2,000 hours here and then I'm going to take a little break and I'm just going to go play and then I'm going to come back. You don't start at 2,000 hours again. You start back at 0 because you're building this business, you're building this momentum, and when you stop, you have to recreate all of that momentum all over again. So that's my little pep talk on consistency and momentum. And I don't even know what I'm going to call this video because it's so random. But hopefully that gave you guys a little bit of a pep talk, and I love you all, and hopefully you found this training helpful. Bye.